Our next coach spent 15 years at Glendale High School in Springfield. During that 15 years, he averaged 20 wins a year. He has a career record of 311 wins and 131 losses. His team won 8 Ozark Conference championships, 7 district championships. They competed in the 1986 and 1990 Final Fours. Coach Keltner was the 9-time Springfield Tip-Off Coach of the Year and was one of the founding members of the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association. Coach Mike Keltner, Glendale High School. There's a thread here, as you can kind of tell, we go through this, a whole lot of things in common from people that, for some of us today, didn't know each other as well as we're going to at the end of the day. But I do want to congratulate all the inductees, and Ryan mentioned the founding member of the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association. I want to thank that organization, which I've been a proud member of. It's a defined purpose. Is to help basketball in Missouri at the high school level, and as well as college and middle school, but primarily high school. Dave Porter and I were in that first meeting, and Jesse Hall. Ken Libby was probably there too. But I know that when we were sitting there talking with Gary Gilbert, the idea, and that was back when we all went all over the country, all summer long, working camps together, trying to get better, trying to be somebody, trying to figure out one way to get play, get something done later on. And, you know, these were people you might know, you might not know, you might not play, you might play, you never knew, but we had a shared purpose, and that was we were all trying to get better. We were all young, and it was as much fun as you could possibly have. But this is an honor, and I want to thank the Coaches Association for it, and congratulate all the inductees. Like everyone else here, I've been very blessed and I've been very fortunate. The high school coaches I had were all different. They were all good. The college coaches I had, all different, still all good. The coaches I got to work with early in my career, all different, all good. The coaches that we had on our staff at Glendale, all different, all good. Constantly learning. Trying to get better, again, very blessed, very fortunate. Good administration. You know, the first principal that hired me, Charlie Espy, at Glendale when I was 29 years old, the day they hired me, and I were walking in the spring, walking through the school, and he says, Coach, there's going to have a lot of things happen at this school. We're going to have a basketball program. Well, now, if you're 29 years old, you've been told that, you got a blank check. And he was wonderful. All the people that I worked for. And this is the time they say when you tell a joke, you should always tell a joke to an audience that it would be conducive to hearing that joke and thinking it might be somewhat funny. So this is not my time to insert the joke. Because it's a great clinic joke. And it's used at any time I've ever spoken at a clinic. Anyway, there's a blind rabbit and a blind snake, and they meet in the woods, and they bump into each other. And of course, they apologize because they couldn't see, so the rabbit's, I'm so sorry, I bumped into you. And the snake says, no, it's my fault, I bumped into you, and you say, I'm blind. And the rabbit says, well, I'm blind too. And the rabbit has an idea, you know, maybe we can help each other out a little bit. But you see, I don't know what I am. And the snake said, you know, that's great, I don't know what I am either. So the rabbit said, okay, me first. So the snake kind of feels around on the rabbit a little bit and says, you know what, no problem, I got this. And the rabbit said, what am I? And the snake said, well, you got a little wet nose, and you got little whiskers, and you got little ears, and you got a little round fuzzy tail, you're a rabbit. And the rabbit jumped up and down, and the rabbit was so happy. The rabbit was so happy because he knew what it was, and the snake said, it's my turn, it's my turn. So the rabbit feels around on the snake a little bit, and the snake says, well, what do you got? And the rabbit says, no problem, I got it. He said, dude, you're slick. guts. You're a high school principal.